calculator, you will get negative 2.5. So if you get anything different from this, something is very wrong. Okay, next one. Some of you did it differently. Some of you try to cross multiply here with total disregard for the plus 2 that was here. So remember, you cannot cross over. When you multiply, you must be fair. Oh, no wonder I'm straining my voice. I never on my mic. Okay, wait.
No problem.
So, test? What happened? Today they are not. Cannot.
Must mic test 1, 2, 3. That's what multivariate.
Mic. Does it matter? I always wonder who is Mike. Test. Okay, finally. Okay, so before you want to do that, you might want to bring the 2 over first. So once you bring the 2 over, then now you can happily cross multiply. Okay, so when you cross multiply, make sure you multiply the terms out properly. So A times B is AB, 4A, negative 2B, and then minus 8. Okay, everything that you see with a B, keep it on one side. So anything with the B, shift to the left hand side. So I'm going to keep my AB intact. AB still here. Minus B still here. And then I'm going to bring my negative B over to become a plus B. Okay, so all the B's unite. Keep the B on one side first. Okay, next is everything else without the B, make sure it's on the other side. So negative 8 bring over become plus 8. 4A bring over become minus 4A. So if you simplify, negative 2B plus 1B is negative B. This is 11. So to find B, when you take out the B, left A. When you take out the B, it doesn't disappear. It becomes a 1. So don't miss that out. Some of you, just at this final step, you got it wrong. So the answer is 11 minus 4A, A minus 1. So this is the answer here. Okay, some of you did it otherwise. You want to multiply by B plus 4. So when you do that, make sure you do to everybody. So for those of you who prefers to multiply by B plus 4, so let's say here B plus 4, you must multiply to every single term. So can you see this one and this one no more, right? So that's why you left with 3 minus B. But here, your 2 must multiply by the B plus 4. Your A must multiply by the B plus 4. So those of you who did this method, you forgot that you have to multiply B plus 4 to the 2 as well. So that's why you got it wrong. So this kind will have. You have seen it in your paper 1 before. Make sure you know how to change subject or formula. So this is where you always lose marks. Do it properly. Okay, so your algebra, please get your marks. Next is simultaneous. I almost want to cry. It's like you got do your work properly at lower sec. Simultaneous equation.
You don't remember our lower sec.
Why you all never study properly? Same. Some I teach 4 years already, same. Okay, remember when you have 2 equations, you want to eliminate one of them, you need to make one of the variable the same. So for example, I want to multiply everything by 2 for the first equation. So I get 16x, 10y, 18. That's the first equation. Okay, the second one, I want to multiply everything by 5. So that I get 30x, negative 10y, and then 235. Okay, so when you see that you have the same variable that is of opposite sign, to cancel it out, you basically just need to add them together. When they are of the same sign, you subtract them off. But when they are of opposite sign, all you need to do is to add them together. So if I add equation 1 to equation 2, just like how you normally do your addition, this becomes 46x. The 10y and negative 10y cancels out, no more already, this one gone. And then this one you get 25253. Right? So x will just be 5.5. Okay? So the method here is 1 mark. Answer 1 mark. And then you go and find your y. So you sub your x as 5.5 into any one equation there. It's the safest to use original in case you multiply this one wrongly. Okay, but I know I multiply correct. Okay, so y is equal to negative 7. Okay, so these are the simultaneous equation. Do they always test simultaneous equation? Not really. But if you are tested, make sure you score and get the marks. I'm really hoping that prelim, I will have 80% passes. 80. Now we are at the midpoint. Okay, so some of you are very close to passing for specimen paper because it's still quite difficult, right? But when you do prelim, I hope by then you are ready. Okay, let's look at question 2. I finally realized that certain type of question always kills you. So fix it once and for all. Okay, so next lesson I'm coming in with a change of subject or formula, simultaneous equation, algebraic fraction, and quadratic function. These 4. It is your killer. And maybe one inequality. Your inequality also out of the world. So algebra, these 4 after a few rounds of testing, I realized this is always your problem. Change of subject or formula. I'm going to invest my quota on you, so don't waste it. Algebraic fractions.
Well, make sure your investment I'll just like tenfold.
Solving algebraic fraction, solving quadratic equation. This one also, your Lady Gaga don't know go where.
I think we need here.
Your formula all wrong. B squared plus 4AC, who say? Wait, 1, 2, 3, one more. I say what? Simultaneous equation. One question each. Let's do a 20 mark maybe. One more is inequality. Okay, inequality is probably like something like this.
I think that's right everything now, all the chapters.
Something like that. Remember, you need to split into 2, then find the final overlap.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This kind of 5 algebra, make sure you can do. Okay, next lesson I will do a short quiz. Short one. Okay, this kind. They,
Always end up with you helping us.
so this time round, I will not talk. I will close my eyes. I don't even want to look. Don't beg me for an answer.
If you close your eyes, I'll close my eyes too.
We've never had a quiz, you know. But don't end up helping us.
No, you all always ask questions. Can you all don't ask?
Can you don't answer?
So next time you all ask for my hand, I will just slap it. Okay, so make sure when you want to combine the fraction, you apply the same denominator on both sides. So that's the first step. Make sure both sides has the same denominator. Then you can combine them. When you combine them, the denominator stays. You cannot have 2 of the denominator suddenly. I don't know where your square come from. Okay, don't have. You only copy 1 of it, the same one. And then now we combine. This is x squared. 4x. Okay, take note. This is the part that you always lose marks. This is minus 3. This is not 3 only. So when you apply negative 3 to 2x, you get negative 6x. Negative 3 to negative 1 become plus 3. This one, I say 3 million times already. 3 million and 1 time. So this is where you always lose marks. Okay, then after that, the next step, just simplify. Don't need to expand the bracket below. They never say need to, just leave it. So x squared minus 2x plus 3. Then you go and check your calculator if it's possible for you to factorize. If cannot, just leave it. Don't ever cancel the x one by one like that. Cannot. They are together. You want, you cancel the whole thing one shot. You cannot cancel part of the bracket. This 2x minus 1 is together. If you can find 2x minus 1 above, you can cancel. But if it is like in a bracket, you cannot take the x out, take the 2 out like that. Cannot. So this is the answer already. You all work too hard, think too much.
When do we need to cancel? Yeah.
If this one, if the top I can factorize into something like that.
When do we need to?
Example, the top I can factorize. Then you see something in common. Then this whole chunk can cancel out. The x plus 2 and x plus 4, although they both have x, but it's a plus 2 and a plus 4. They are different, leave it. Okay, unless the bottom here is a x plus 2, then I can cancel out. I cannot cancel one of it in the bracket. It doesn't work like that. So just leave it where you cannot cancel anymore. Yes.
When do we need to expand?
In fact, this one no need. When it's simplified, then need.
So you never have the, unless they...
If it's part of a fraction as a denominator, don't need to expand. This one, then your plus is wrong.
Only that, then this one?
Because it's wrong, this one you go and factorize also wrong. But you only lose 1 mark for the answer. Yeah, but almost correct. Yes, can. Okay, this one, same thing. Okay, put the over 1 and then you can cross multiply. So this one is 3x minus 1, x minus 3. When you expand carefully. So 3x times minus 3 is minus 9x, not 6. Minus x plus 3. Okay, this is the next classic. Minus 9 minus 1 is? Minus 10, not minus 8. You also got this part wrong, some of you. So when you reach this point, very happy already, M1. Can you please also get the A1? Okay, this is done. Oh no, this is solved, right? Okay, so solve, the next highlight is you can use quadratic formula, right? But you remember your quadratic formula wrongly. So, still got one more. Okay, so this one, bring the 11 over. So now your quadratic equation is a negative 8. So your A is 3. Your B is negative 10 and your C is negative 8. So quadratic formula must memorize. Negative B plus minus B squared minus 4AC, not plus.
All over to it.
Yes. So a lot of you gave me a plus here and then your answer was off. Substitute into quadratic formula, got 1 mark, you know. So negative B. Must show me the substitution. You cannot straight away jump to the answer from here. You lose your answer mark. Because this is E-math, you need to show the working, how you substitute. So show me the substitution. The rest, if you use calculator, it doesn't matter. That means you just show me this. Then you give me the calculator answer here. I will give you the mark already. So you have to show this and it must be correct. So the two answers are 4 and negative 2/3. Okay, 2 answers. So quadratic formula, please write down in your formula booklet. Make sure it's correct. I got test right? Okay, quadratic. Okay, next one is no more algebra already, right? Okay, percentage. This one also another one. Percentage, you need to know what is your 100%. Okay, this one.
Are we the worst sec for math class?
Worst sec 4 math class. We are not the worst.
Serious?
But in terms of 4B standard,
Okay, that one I wonder. Oh my god, is it?
we are not the usual 4B standard for math.
Okay, but wait, who's the worst then?
For what?
The math. E-math. C or
We
D?
are like,
C or D?
doesn't matter. We don't know until prelim. We don't know. Now everybody is like secretive.
Oh.
Okay, anyway, Jenny earns $5,625 each month. She pays 8% of this amount into her pension. So 8% goes into the pension, 92% left. Right, 92% left. So this is the remaining. Then it says that 5% of the remainder will be placed in her savings account. So 95% of the remaining will be left. So I will multiply this amount by 95%. So I don't have to always go and subtract off. I don't have to round off many times. So if you do it this in one step, then straight away get the answer. So I repeat one more time. After putting 8% in the pension, I have 92% remainder. So that's why I'm finding 92% first. Okay, next is after I found my remainder, 5% of this remainder will be placed in the savings account. So 95% will be left. So that's why I'm finding 95% here. So just press this into the calculator directly. You will get 4916.25. So this is the answer already. So 1 mark for finding this 92%. 1 mark for finding this 95%. Then your answer. Although some of you went to find the 5%, then go and minus. Also okay, but in 2 steps. Okay, next is this person is buying the bed for $900, but she wants to buy on credit. So she pays 1/5 of this amount first. So she pays this as a deposit. Okay, and then the rest, she paid 12 monthly installment of $64. So in total, this is the amount she paid. She paid $948. That's all. So the deposit 1/5 and 12 monthly installment of $64. So all these quite clear cut, Okay, next one, monthly rent is 2064. This is 7.5% more than her monthly rent last year. So if I want to find, they are telling me that this thing is actually 107.5%. To find my original rent last year, I need to go and find my 100%. So 2064 divided by the 107.5, I want to find what is 100.
1,920.
Yes, so you should get 1920. Okay, so all this page, this entire page is percentage. Okay, they give you one full page of percentage. Some years they don't test percentage, they test currency. Whether you can change based on rate. But this entire page is percentage. Because they already tell you this is 100, this is 7.5% more. So this is actually 107.5. So the original is 100. Okay? Oh, then the next one got currency. Okay, so this page still not so bad. Some of you lose some marks here and there. Okay, but this one. This is my exchange rate. So, this is 230 euro. Okay, and then I want to find out how much Sing dollars is this. So I divide by 65 cents to find how many Sing dollars that will represent. So after you find this, what is this amount? Is it a nice number? What is the amount in Sing? No, because this is like 65 cents of euro is $1. 1 you divide, right? Then 230 you times this by 230. So it's like dividing. Not nice answer. Then can leave as fraction first, so that it's easier to handle later. So this is the amount in Sing dollars, and then they are going to charge me a 1.6% fee. So I want to find the total amount including the fee, right? So original is 100%. I want to plus the 1.6% of my fee. So it's 101.6%. So to find my amount of bill to pay, I use 101.6 over 100 times this Sing dollars. So final answer is 359.51. Nearest cent means nearest 1 cent. So it's like 2 DP. Nearest cent means nearest 1 cent. So 2 DP. So your answer will be this. Okay. Question 3, right? The suitable line always traps y'all. So that day, me and Mrs. Pei, we were thinking of a way to help y'all cheat the system. So I'm going to teach y'all how to cheat today. Yeah. So let's do that. Okay, first, this one always tested one. Jamil, wake up. So first thing first, you go and calculate. This one no problem. In the table, it should be, what's the table of value? Wait. Let me find. It's a -5 here, right?
Yeah.
So this one mark you get already. Next is they say draw this graph out. So if you go and plot the graph out, you will get this. Let me take a photo. Okay, so this is the graph you should have. So next one, it says explain how you can show that there is only one solution to this graph equal to 0. This one is equal to y, right? So when y is equal to 0, it is this horizontal line you see here. So you will tell me that the graph cuts the x-axis, which is your y equals to 0, at only one point. Okay, therefore, there is only one solution. Basically, it is due to only one point of intersection here.
So the y equals 0 must write.
The y equals to 0 are good to have. If you never write, it's okay. Yes. When this is y equals to 0, you see this one is y equals to 0, right? Y equals to 0 is this x-axis line.
How do you know why it goes to 0?
Because this curve is this part on the left. Can you see? So that value is y, lor. Can you see this is y? So this tells me that I want the curve to be equal to 0. And this line I have here is called the y equals to 0 line. Okay, which is your x-axis. Okay, so whenever they write here equals to 0, they want you to find where it cuts the x-axis. So just tell me how many solutions you have. If it's a quadratic like that, then you have 2 solutions. Then you tell me why there's 2 solutions. Okay, now is the last part. They say I have this equation that can be solved by equating my curve. This one is my curve, to a straight line. So they say find the value of A and B. So this one usually is very difficult for you all, right? You don't know what to do. But what you can do is you can use calculator to solve for the solution for this. Okay, so this one, actually, right, if you go to your calculator, let me show you. Oh, because I want you to work backwards to get there, because usually you all always miss the entire part, but at least I want you all to get some marks from here. So what you want is, you want one solution to be negative 3.3. You can round off to 1 dp. Then this one is 2.9. And then the last one is 0.4. So you write these 3 solutions and you show it on your graph, you get 3 marks. So you can use your calculator to solve, but don't show them you use your calculator to solve. So how? These 3 points minus 3.3 is here. Okay, wait minus 3.3. Okay, I erase off that red line first. Yes. 3.35, eh? I mean you can, but on the graph very difficult to read 3.35. No, I round off the second dp is minus 3.34. I round off to 1 dp is minus 3.3. Okay, so I want to be able to intersect at minus 3.3, which is here. So 1 point is here, right? Next one is 2.9. So 2.9 is somewhere here on the graph. Oh no, that's 3. 2.9 is here. Okay, the last one is 0.4. 0.4 is maybe here. Okay, draw your line that passes through these 3 points. Okay, draw your line that passes through these 3 points. Yes. So when you draw, right, you get, at least you get these 3 marks because they saw the line you draw. Okay, then they say, can you find the value of A and B? Yes. 0.4 here, right? That's 0.3, huh? 1, 2, 3. Sorry, here. Okay, 0.4. Okay?
So what is the actual steps?
I will show also. Okay, so when you draw this line and you give me these 3 points, you can get these 3 marks, at least.
Why is it not on the axis? What's the y? What's the y? How do you get the y? Yeah, how do you get the y?
We don't need the y because we need to know that those 3 points must come from the curve. Draw on the curve. So the minus 3.3, you go and read from here, minus 3.3, right? Then you move up to the curve and draw the dot there. The y value is at the curve.
The highest point?
No, the y value is on the curve.
Yeah, so the highest point. It's not the highest point.
So let's say 0.4 is here, right? You go to the curve and then draw that point there.
So the highest point on the curve, which is on...
Yeah, just on the curve, okay? Then the last one is 2.9. So I go to the curve and then I mark that point and then I draw this line. Because these 3 solutions must come from the line. If you don't have that line, you give me the 3 solutions, I cannot give you that 3 marks. So you must be able to show this line. Okay, and then they want the equation of this line, right? Technically, it is the y-intercept you have here. So can you see that your B is the y-intercept, which is at 2. Okay, your B is the y-intercept, which is at 2. And then how to find the gradient? You use the 2 points on the graph that you get. So the 2 points on the graph, one is minus 3.3, and I cannot read mine properly. What is your y value? Can you all read from your graph what is that y value that you have on your curve? Mine is not very accurate. The A will be the gradient. So at least you can get some marks from that, rather than leaving the whole thing blank. So the gradient, what's the value? Okay, I just read from mine, although it's not accurate. Each is 0.2, right? So 2.2, 0.4, 0.6. Is it a 0.6? Or 0.8? Is it a 0.8? This one is a 0.4. And then this one is a, I can't see. Yes. Which one? 1. This one is a 1, huh? Okay, then one more. What's the 2.9 one? 3.2. So gradient will be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, then you get the gradient value. Y-intercept, B is here, where it cuts the y-axis at 2. Okay, so your gradient here is about 0.4. Okay, but anyway, this is just at least out of the 5 marks, you can get 3 or 4 marks because you managed to draw the line out. Rather than you not being able to draw the line, no solution at all, out of the 5, you can get 3 to 4 marks. Okay, but what is the actual way? What is the actual way? Okay, remember your goal. They ask you to solve this, right? But your original curve look like that. So your end goal is to make sure that on the left hand side, you have an equation that looks like that. So what I will normally do is I will keep the x cubed here, and then I shift the 10x and the 4 to the other side. So I start dividing everything by 4 now, so that I can get this. So my first term is done. So I'm left with a 2.5x. Ufa, this is the actual way. Okay. So now I'm done with my first, right? Next one is I want to subtract 2x on both sides, so that I can settle this second one. I also want to plus 3 on both sides, so that I can settle my third one. So can you see on my left hand side now, I have gotten my equation y. So the end goal is to make sure that left hand side looks like my original curve on top. This one must always become this. So what is left on my right? It's 0.5x and then plus 2. Can you see this is the equation that actually they want you to draw? And your gradient is 0.5, which you miss by a little bit, not very accurate, but your y-intercept is correct. Can you see that? So you get a 1 mark here. So by drawing the line, they give you another mark, and then the 3 solution, they give you the other 2 marks.
If you put in the answer but no line, will you get a mark?
No. So must have a line. No. No.
Okay, if the points are wrong, but we still have a line.
The line must be at the right place.
Right.
Then if they never catch, then you get the mark, the method mark for drawing. Okay, so actually the line they want you to draw is this one, and then you go and draw a table of values, remember? So sub in any two x value, for example 0 and 1. So when you sub in x as 0, you get y as 2. When you sub in x as 1, you get y as 2.5. So go and plot these 2 points out, draw the line, you will get these 3 solutions. So this is the actual way. This is the actual way. But if in the exam you really cannot get the equation, this is the shortcut way. Okay, that we work backwards to get the line. Okay, it will still work, but you won't get the full credit. But at least you can get some credit. So this is a graph question that you can get some credit out of everything. Okay, question 4 not so bad. Yes. You might miss a bit on the gradient because your gradient calculation may be a bit off unless your drawing is super accurate. You see, I calculate my gradient is 0.4, but actually it's 0.5. A bit off. Yeah. Okay, can So next one, let's look at this one. Cumulative frequency, I think is quite well done, so I'm not going to go through. I just write the actual answer here. Some of you not very accurate, so you are a bit off in your answer. Where is my marking scheme? Oh, here. Okay, so the 3 solution that you see there should be 94, 106, and 27. 114 minus 87. So I gave for 105.5. If it's a little bit, it's okay. Okay? So these are the 4 marks. Okay, next 220. So that means in this range, 80 to 120, this part. So for the blue ones, 80 is here. So this is for the variety B. Okay, variety A is up to this point. And this. Okay, am I reading the right line? Wrong. Here. Okay, so they want to ask which variety should you choose. So you should choose variety A because it has more apples. Okay, it has more apples in this range of mass. So if you go and compare, right, for variety A, for this range, right, you have 154. Okay, but for variety B, if you go and compare, okay, you have 132. So for variety A, you have more apples in this weight range. Okay, as compared to variety B. So the key is because there's more apples.
Like this can, but then like I add
It has a range of, no, it's not, it has a range of, it has 154 apples in that range. Not range of, yeah.
Then this one no one mark.
No, it's together one.
So how is the marks awarded in your question?
Your reasoning must be correct to give you the variety A. So if you get A but the reasoning is wrong, I cannot even give that 1 mark. Okay? So next one, they ask you that George wants to sell the apples in packs of 6. So she wants to use apples within the mass of 80. One is probability. Variety A and B, 2 apples taken out without replacement. So find the probability that they are the same. So it's either AA or BB. So if you want to get A, it's 9 out of 16. And then after that, you don't put the apple back. You left 8 to choose from. Okay, so this is the first option. If not, I pick B out of the 16 apple. Then I don't put back. I have 6 left to choose from. So that's why your answer here is 19 out of 40. So usually most of you can do part 1. is the part 2 that some of you will lose the marks. So actually it's easier for you to do variety C and not variety C rather than variety C, B and A because there's more options. So for this kind of question, right, where you have more than 2 to choose from, you might want to group the rest as not. Then it's easier for you to calculate. So for example, you want to have C and not C will do. You don't want to do C, then B, then A. You have so many branches, it confuses you. So you just lump all the not C's together. So there's 4 C's. So out of a total of 20, is it? 9, 16, 20. So those that are not C's are all the A's and B's. So 16 out of 20. Can you see that? So then, of course, I want to pick a total of 3, right? So it will be C, not C. C, not C. No need to draw actually. Later I will show you actually no need to draw. I just want to list out the possibility for you. So you see, they want 2 out of the apple are of variety C. So they want C, C, not C. Can you see that? This one? First option. C, C, not C. Not C, C, C. That's all, right? Any more? You want at least 2 C's, right? C, not C, 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 not C, 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 and C, C, not C. Okay, 3 of them only. Can you see that? So actually, even if you don't draw out, you can do this. You just do not C, C, C. C, not C, C. Then the last one is C, C, not C. So you only have 3 outcomes. You can just jumble the sequence on your own. So you ask yourself, out of the 20, there's 4 C's and 16 not C's. So you do the probability calculation yourself. So to get a non-C, I have 16 to choose from. Then after I take out 1, left 19. The next one I want to choose is from C, so I have 4 of them. Next one I want to choose is from C, so left 3 of them. So this is one possibility. Okay, then next one is the first one I want to pick. Can. The first one I want to pick is 4 out of 20. And then I want to choose from the 16. And then I'm left with 3 not C's, 3 C's. So left 18. Can you see that all the numbers below are the same? All the numbers on top are the same. They are just jumbled up. So later you will realize that actually all I can do is just multiply one of the answer by 3. So if you do it by lumping the A and B together as one, you don't have so many outcomes. Some of you work so hard. I think Nura was the one who got it right. She got purple post-it somewhere. Then all the outcomes, all 6 she listed out, and then she added everything correctly. Some of you missed out 1, you add 5, so your answer was off. So if you do the ABC's one, it's an overkill, too many outcomes. But if you do it this way, actually all you have to do is just like that. The number on top don't matter, which order don't matter, as long as I see a 16, a 4 and a 3. The bottom must be 20, 19, 18. So it's the same as 3 of them. So answer is 8 out of 95. Okay, so by now, I hope you realize that this kind of question, usually probability just test like that. Not very scary, must get the marks kind. Okay. My lesson until 11:05.
No, you're until 11 o'clock.
Cheater. Hey, hello. Look at the total score.
Sorry?
Can.
So I just want to say, I'm not keep doing it. And you like to keep
You cannot keep doing and not learning from your mistake.
It's not my fault, right?
Then it will not improve.
Every paper they twisting the question differently. They not twisting the question.
Like my daughter got her WA next Monday,
What subject?
math,
Oh.
and I'm like flipping my eye every day. It's like, the question say mixed number, you give me improper for what? She was like, huh?
My total score.
Okay,
I just say keep
okay, next I want to show that ABC.
teacher. When you're a math teacher.
Then when I was marking, right, then I'm at the last question, so many of you leave blank. Say, why your student all don't know how to do? Can you all please give me some good marking? Okay, anyway, I want to show that the triangle ABC, I don't know what to say. Every time she see me marking all wrong, the question mark, she was like, why your student all never do their work? Okay, next one is EDC, the big one. So between the green triangle and the red one, I want to show that they are the same. Usually similarity, we want to use AA test. So you need to prove to me that you have two equal angles. So first one is vertically opposite angle. This one confirm same one. Confirm. I just need one more angle to prove that they are equal. So what other angle can I show they are equal? Yes, can you see this is angle in a semicircle? They must be 90. So you need to show me that first. Angle BCA. Right in the correct order. BCA is equal to DCE. This one is vertically opposite angles. First reason. Second one is ABC. So the ABC must equal to EDC. Reasoning is angle in a semicircle. Some of you say triangle in a semicircle must be 90 degrees. You all cannot use the proper property, is it? You all must explain in your own words. No, after you write this, you must tell me by AA test. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle EDC. So this is 1 mark. This is 1 mark. Sometimes they are very stingy. What? I still got 5 minutes. Right.
One day you should come with me downstairs and chill with us.
I pack food. I don't. That day I go to East Point with Mrs. Kaur and Miss Lau, right? Then I say, Ya Kun here. Then they are like, how long you never been to East Point before? Okay, never mind. Okay, next one. Your weakness is similarity and congruency test. But I need to emphasize that it's only at most 3 marks or 2. So don't kill yourself for it. Just write in the corner. These 2 circles, let me bring over. Order. Okay, this one. Radius of the small one and radius to the big one is 5. Remember we have this A1, A2. R1, R2 square. So if they tell me that the small one to the big one is 5 out of 8 and then you square it, you will give me 25, 64. But I don't want 25 is to 64. They want 1 is to n. So you need to divide by 25 on both sides. So 64 divided by 25 is 2.56. They want like that, so we give like that. No? Yeah, then you all round off to 3. Can you all just give me 3 SF? You round off to 3 for what? I mean, y'all always have surprises. Okay, some of you insist, right? Insist that you don't want to see this, right? Then y'all give me fraction. It's fine. I can accept fraction, but you don't round up to 3.
This one's biggest crash out is.
Okay, last one, I want to find the area, right? So remember.
What's the angriest you've been at us?
Not at y'all lah. Eh?
No, last year.
Oh, last year when y'all had a lot of. Okay, never mind.
Pieces, right?
Okay, never mind. Let's not go there. Okay, we are out already.
When she talk about the phone, talk about the earring, talk about the sitting, everything.
Okay, so I want to find the shaded area. You want to find the angle here first. You don't have this angle, you cannot find the shaded area. So what I know is BAC, this one is 28. So this is angle at center, double angle at circumference. So actually CPB is 28 times 2. 56. So I know this angle is 56. I can find segment already. So what you do is 56 over 360 times pi phi square minus half AB sine C. Why must? Because angle at center twice angle at circumference. This one is double of this. Okay, so once you know that, you are invincible. So you know this small tiny part already. This one. Okay, so this one we found already. Now we want to find the other part, the big one. Here. So same thing, remember similar triangles, right? They will have the same angle. So if this is 28, just now that one also 28, so this one also 56. They are the same ratio for angle. So use the same thing, but now only the radius change. So the rest is all the same. So you add these two together, you get the answer as 6.60. Done. Yes. I think your angle is in radian, is it? Your calculator, was it in radian? You check. The value is wrong. Okay, if you don't want to calculate this again, you can use the ratio there and multiply this by 2.56. Then you add together also can. That means if you don't want to find this red one again, right? You want to multiply this thing by 2.56. You can also get this. Okay? Is it in radian, your answer? They are telling you Q has coordinate -7, -3. And in terms of vectors, OQ is -7, -3. So these two are interchangeable. So make sure you know the difference. Same thing here is telling you that R has coordinate 5, 1. OR vector is 5, 1 as well. So when they ask you to find the vector Q to R, you know you must start from Q, end at R. So the interchange between them must be O, because that's the only thing you have. So take note, OQ is -7, -3. QO is the opposite. QO is negative of OQ. So this one changed to 7, 3. So I must change this to 7, 3. And then OR is 5, 1. So put them together, you get 12, 4. So once you get this, you get 1 mark, because you found the vector QR. Next is they want you to find the magnitude. So magnitude is like Pythagoras theorem. You sum the square of the x coordinate with the square of the y coordinate, and then you take a square root. So when you see this, it means they want you to find the length. This one means finding the length. Okay? So you press calculator. Calculator will give you 12.6, 3SF. Okay, so this question itself talks about coordinate, talks about position vector. Okay, next. They say I have a point S that lies on the equation of QR. So QR, I told you all before, right? You have Q being minus 7 minus 3. You have R being 5, 1. So you can find gradient of QR easily. So Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. So the gradient tells me that it is 1/3. So I have gradient. I choose one point. So gradient is this one. I choose one point here. I sub it into y equals to mx plus c. So I sub this as 5, sub this as y, and I sub this as 1/3. So 1 equal to 1/3 times 5 plus c. So c will give you 1 whole minus 2/3, is it? I think so. Sorry? Y is to 5y. I sub into this one, x. Then this is the y. Yeah, can. Haven't yet? Oh, it's blank ah.
No, I'm asking you.
Everything I mark, I return already. All my paper I return. You check, yes.
Can I have an extra piece of this?
Can. Ayo. I heart attack oh, I don't know how.
He called you like 5 times.
I never hear. This person like.
Never mind, I found it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So this is the equation of the line QR. So, ayo, I don't know what I'm thinking now. Okay, this is the equation of QR. Okay, this is the equation of QR. So they say S is the coordinate k minus 2 and it lies on this line. So I'm going to sub this into the equation. So sub this in. So x is k and y is minus 2. So I sub in. So I solve for k. So my k will be, what is my k ah? Plus 2/3 divide by 1/3, negative 4. So once you know that your S is minus 4 minus 2. So remember I told you all this is interchangeable with OS, right? So it's minus 4 minus 2 like this. Okay, shortcut. Shortcut, your QR can help you find your gradient. So just now I know that QR, the vector is 12 and 4. This is my y and this is, this is my x and this is my y, right? So to find gradient, I just use the y over the x also can. So it give me 1/3 also. So this is the shortcut. Shortcut method to find gradient. Okay, so as we are doing, make notes, remind yourself what is the thing to revise for each part. Listening or not? Justin, Jamil and Silesh, SJJ. Okay, so this one is the position vector coordinate geometry kind of vectors question. The next one is movement. Okay, the next one is the movement kind. Okay, I move. Not yet. Can move. Yeah, can. How I get negative 2/3 from here? So this one, if I simplify, is 1 5/3 plus c. So c is 1 whole minus 5/3, which is 2/3 minus 2/3. Okay, can I move on? Okay, next one is this kind. So specimen paper test both. So I want to find what is AP, and the question say AP is 2 units, and then PB is 3 units. So I want to know what is the 2 units only. So what I can do is I find the entire AB first. So to move from A to B is the same as asking you to move from A to O first, and then move from O to B. So AB is AO plus OB. So AO is the opposite direction of A, so it's negative A. OB is in the same direction, so it's just B. So to find AP, AP is 2 units out of the whole thing 5 units of my AB. So I just copy down like this. Okay, so I divide the vectors by 5 units and then times 2. So that's why it's 2/5.
Why is it negative?
Because change direction. I'm moving from A to O here instead of O to A. So must negative. Okay, next one, OM. So M is the midpoint of OP. So if I want to find OM, I find OP first. So OP, if I check, to move from O to P is the same as moving from P to A. Wrong. O to A, and then A to P. Yes. Going home? Okay. Can. He's not sick. He's going for exam. Okay.
Thank you.
Go.
Sama 11 wish him good luck.
All the best. AC, make the other people ashamed of themselves. Okay, OP is moving from O to A and then A to P. So remember the start and the end must be the same. So OA I already know is A. AP I know from here. I just pick and plug. Okay, so I just add them together, just like algebra like that. So I go and simplify. Okay, I just simplify only. Then 1 whole of A minus 2/5, left 3/5. So this is my OP. But question wants me to find OM. So you ask yourself, OM is only half of OP. So just divide by 2 or multiply it by half. So you just half the whole thing also can. So they never say must simplify, so you can leave your answer like that. So this is the answer for part 2. What if what? Can. But your final answer still must put the A together lah. No matter what. Okay, last one. They say the quadrilateral PBNM. Yes.
You know the one where they say units?
Units.
Yeah. Which letter do we take for that?
The one where they say
Yeah,
units.
then they will say to live in like in terms of A and B, right?
Yeah.
So what letter do we take for that?
No, we leave it like as if is yes. Yes, both of them.
So there's
No.
no.
Okay, so I want to know what is this type of quadrilateral. Your guess is it must be a trapezium. But in order to say that, you must prove to me that there is one pair of parallel line. So you need to prove to me that these two must be parallel first. So how to prove that? First, I need to find what is MN. So to find MN, I need NO. No. M. Why did I write MN? Sorry, wait. I should find opposite direction, right? I should find this. No. Correct direction. NM. Okay, to move from N to M, I move from N to O and then O to M. So NO is the reverse direction of B. The whole thing is B. So half of it, but in the opposite direction. So NO is minus half B. Can you see that? Because OB is B. Yeah. Can. Ishvan, you're paying attention or not? Keep hearing you're talking. Okay, so once you know NO, the next one is OM. OM you already found from here. So just put this value here. So if I expand, I get 310A and then 1/5 B. So if I simplify, I actually get 310A and then what is 1/5 minus? What is 1/5 minus half? Minus 310B. So this is my NM. The next thing I want to prove is BP. BP is 3 out of 5 units of BA. So I have AB from here. So BA is the negative. So you reverse the sign. It should be A minus B. I reverse the sign. So remember this one, reverse it. And then you 3/5 it. So look at these two. Is there a ratio shared between them? So I check. I use NM and I divide it by BP. So NM is 310 A minus B. Then BP is 3/5. Then A minus B. The vector nicely cancels out. Silesh and Justin. I get half. So actually, I know that NM is half of BP. So if I can prove this, I can actually say that it is a trapezium because it has one pair of parallel lines. Okay, that is NM is parallel to BP since one is a scalar multiple of the other. Scalar multiple means a constant number. It is a constant multiple of another one. So you see NM is half times of BP. So this is how we write scalar multiple. Scalar means a constant number. So this constant in this case is half. No need to be whole number, can be fraction. So 1 mark for this and this. So if you can show me that they are parallel, then you get all 3 marks credit. Okay? Can So this one is vectors. Although you don't like it, you should expect 1 question minimally. Okay, in paper 1 or 2. Yes, later I'll pass you all the paper 2021. Okay? Can Next one. Next one is trigo. Don't know why, somehow your trigo is not so bad. Your trigo, your circle properties is better than your algebra.
You got us.
Okay, bearing of D from B. So from B, draw your North Pole. Sometimes your North Pole face other direction. Then when you copy in the same direction. So in this case, your North Pole is facing upward. So I want to turn from North Pole all the way until the line pointing to D. So this is my bearing that I need to find. So in order to find that angle, it seems to be that I need to know what is okay, wait. There are some info here that I missed out, right? 168, 325, 151. Bearing of B from A. This one is 155. Okay. Bearing of D from A. That means this whole thing is 235. So indirectly, they are telling you that the angle here, DAB, is 235, take away 155. So sometimes the info is not on the diagram, you all need to read. Don't assume everything is on the diagram already. Okay, so this is 80 degree. So write all those down, and then BDC is 48. So all this done. So now, I'm interested in finding that whole thing. So if I look carefully, there is an interior angle here. These two are parallel lines. So the two angles should add up to 180 degree.
It's 25.
So if this thing here is 155, I can find this part. So what I can do is I can say angle ABN is 180 minus the 155 on top, which is 25. This part, they never say you must state your reasons clearly, so if you never write your reason, it is okay. But to practice, this is interior angle parallel lines. Okay, so this angle here I found is 25. All I need is the green angle here, because once I have that, I can find the bearing already. So if you look at the triangle, there is two pair. So sine rule is the key. So I write down sine rule. Sine of the angle ABD over 168 is sine of the angle 80 over 325. So go and find the angle ABD. So cross multiply. Okay, then you sine inverse the whole thing. Okay, you should get 30.6, is it? Okay, 30.6. So once you have that, to find the bearing,
So 360 minus 90.
correct. 360, take away the blue one, take away the 30.6. So you will end up with 304.4. Yes. 155. Where got 155? This one, the blue one is 25. The green one, I just found 30.6. I want to find the red one. The 155 is on top here. This one is 155. Yeah. Okay, so bearing is 1. When you see this kind of question, there might be cosine rule or sine rule somewhere. So make sure you are able to locate it and use it appropriately. Okay, then they say I'm going to construct a fence around the triangle BCD. So here, BCD. I want to construct a fence around it. And then it says that the cost of the fence is 85 per meter. So I already know the length here and here. So So they are suggesting I need to find this length first. So two sides and an included angle is cosine rule. So I need to use cosine rule to find BC first. So BC square is 151 square plus 325 square minus 2 times of them, followed by cosine of the angle between them, which is 48. So take a square root. So once you find BC, which is your 250.5, is it? Okay, so once you find that length, now you want to find the whole perimeter. So the whole perimeter is this thing plus the 325 plus the 151, because you want to build fence around it. And they say every meter cost me $85. So you times 85. So your answer goes here. Add everything times 85. You should get $61,800. Nearest $100. So round off your answer to nearest 100 here. So when the question say must round off to nearest 100, then you must round off to nearest 100. Silash, you don't need to pay attention to correction, is it? Silash, you text me to ask about specimen paper, I block you. You try. If you sleep in class. You got this one correct, you sure?
Yeah, how come this one wrong? I don't get it. Like, how does it?
You add these three together. Why you minus this? Oh, it's equal to this, huh?
Yeah.
Then why you get wrong answer? 250.501, 325, 151. You find wrongly lah. So the method is correct, just the answer is wrong. Okay? Can Okay, next one is the cuboid one. I don't know why you all just left it blank.
So they ask like that.
You can do it.
I was someone like that. They never even ask like that.
Confirm got right angle triangle somewhere. Remember every shape they give you, sure got right angle triangle one.
But they don't ask like that. They ask for like that. Like for me to find out for me to get. It's not like that. It's like that.
Okay, let's fix it. Okay, first thing. This one. The diagram has a cuboid. The height is x. The width of the cuboid is 6 cm more than its height. So first thing, the length is twice its width. So first width is here. Is 6 cm more than its height. So this is x plus 6. And then the length, this one is double. So it's 2x plus 12. So this is all that they have told me. So now they say, can you find the length of the diagonal? No, the length of the diagonal is 24. Okay, so they never say, ask you to find. They give you. So the diagonal is here. Let me draw a green line. Okay, this is the diagonal. Is 24 cm. So find in terms of x an equation that will eventually simplify to that. So if I were to draw, I want to draw a right angle triangle that can help me solve the problem. So this is the right angle triangle that will help me solve the problem. So if you look, can you see that the right angle triangle is GFA? So G, F, and A, they tell me AG is 24 cm, GF is X. What I need to create an equation is to find AF first. But AF is also a right angle triangle at the bottom, at the base. So first, I need to find what is AF first by using the right angle triangle at the base. So I ask myself, this is x plus 6. This is 2x plus 12. What is AF? So I go and find Pythagoras theorem. So this one will give me AF square. So I go and expand out. I will get, you go and do your expansion, 4x squared plus 48 plus 144. This one will give you this 3. This one will give me x squared plus 12x plus 36. So this one will give me this 3. So don't be lazy. If you are unsure of the expansion, go and do this at the side, this 3. Okay? So eventually you will end off with a 5x squared plus 60x plus 180. So this is AF squared. This one. So in order to link them together, I know 24 square is equal to AF square plus x square. Can you see that? This Pythagoras theorem. So I put in 24 square is 576. AF square is this entire thing. I just copy down. Okay, this one I put in 5x square plus 60x plus 180. And then I plus the x squared. So shift everything to one side. Okay, you end up having 180 minus 576 is 396. Okay, very close to what we want already. So you look here. At the question on top, they ask you to solve for x squared. So that means you must divide by 6 throughout. So this one become 10x. This one become minus 66. So shown. So why 5 marks? Because first mark here. Okay, first mark as in setting this up, simplifying to this. Second mark is setting this up. And then expanding and simplifying, then final answer here. So 5 marks altogether. Okay, even if you cannot prove this, at least you show part of the solution, you also get some marks, but don't leave blank. Okay, this one is essential. Okay, part B is solving. Solving is the simplest thing they can ever ask you because you can use quadratic formula. For goodness sake, please memorize your quadratic formula correctly. I have seen many with plus here. I have seen many after the 2A still got one more 4AC here. Can y'all please memorize this because you need to use it for E-math. So I sub in B as 10. A is 1. C is negative 66. So then the rest you can go and use your calculator and find the answer. So mode 522, key in 1, 10 and minus 66. Two answer. One is 4.54. The other one is negative 14.54. Question say 2 dp, you don't die, give me 3 SF. They want 2 dp, you follow. Okay, so you have to show me this. If you jump from here, give me these two solutions, you might not even get 1 mark. They want to see the method. So please show. I think it's your expansion. Yeah, your middle term is missing. You only square the x, the first and the second. But the middle, the 2ab. This one there's a 2ab. Remember a plus b square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Your 2ab is missing. 2ab is missing. Yeah, so you're missing the middle term. Okay, so once you are done with that, now question say, can you find GAF? So I'm going to take out this diagram and show you. And Latika, last time I tell you, Tua Kaso, how to spell? T what? T-O-A, O over A. At least in 3 of your prelim paper, it's all A over O. Can you please?
Not Tokaso.
Is Tua Kaso. You use Tua.
That's another one. That's another paper. That's maybe two.
Okay, I want GAF, this angle here. So if I draw out the right angle triangle, GAF is here. This is 24. This one is X, so you can take it to be 4.5 something. Use the more accurate one, 5394. Example, Okay, don't use the negative one. This one by right should reject later. Don't reject here, Okay, so how to find this one? H, A, and O. So if you want to use A from just now, you need to go and find. But if not, I will use sign in this case. So O over H. So to find GAF, you sign inverse the whole thing. So answer should be 10.9. Yes. Huh? This one. Where got 5.1? This one from this one. From part B answer, your X. You check. Okay, last one is the PRWC. Part B answer is not 5.1, it's 4.54 and minus 14.54. These two. You check your calculator. Okay, last one. I know all of you like very tired already. Okay, first thing first, PRWC. Some of you excel with PRWC. Some of you totally like very bad at it. At least I know Jamil PRWC always very well done one. So that means can understand the context. Okay, the question, the math is not difficult. It's the, the long-windedness that you are so overwhelmed with all the information. So there's a criteria here. Do you all need the... So I just go through this part. I copy this thing. This is the one that some of you write so much, only get 1 mark. Okay, let me bring this to the next page. It says that, okay, this one most of you can do the part 1, so no problem. They ask you whether copy this first thing over first. This one, these two can, right? I remember I marked mostly all okay. Whether both of them will meet their criteria or not. So we will both meet our criteria for exercise, and Zhao will use 50% more calories than May. So these are the two things you need to check whether fulfill or not. So I'm going to... Okay, let's try to sort this thing out. So first thing first, I want to calculate Zhao and May, their calories and whether they meet their requirement. So this person wants to get additional health benefits. So when I check getting additional health benefit, they must increase their moderate intensity aerobic activity to 300 minutes each week. So to meet the criteria, she must have at least 300 minutes of moderate intensity activity. So I'm going to check for Zhao first. So Zhao, first thing, I want to know what is the total time she spent on exercising. So total time. So first thing I check is walking. So she's going to do 4 kilometer walk 3 times each week. So first thing first, to find time is distance divided by speed. So the distance is 4 kilometer. I want to divide by her speed. So Zhao's walking speed is 5 kilometer. So I divide by 5. It gives me the time for each walk. And it's 3 times per week. So I times 3. Okay, next one. This one is walk. Okay, and then I'm going to add it to the amount of time she jogs. So jogging is 6 kilometers 2 times a week. So her speed is 8 kilometers per hour. So to find the time, I divide by 8 and then I times 2 times per week. Okay, so this is the total time she take. So this one will take about 4 out of 5 times 3. So this is 2.4 hours. Right? And then 6 out of 8, I times 2. So this is about 1.5 hours. So to check, I want to know whether she actually meet the target. So this is, if I times 60, is 144 minutes. Okay, this one, if I times 60, it's 90 minutes. But take note, they say that 1 minute of intensive aerobic is 2 minutes of moderate intensity. So that means if I jog for 10 minutes, it is the equivalent of 20 minutes of walking. So this one I can times 20. So that in terms of the intensity, this is about 180 minutes. I add them up. It gives me 324. So I meet my criteria of at least 300 minutes. So this one I meet my target. So Zhao meet the target. Okay, so this is what I check first. Later I will calculate the calories. But this is what the total time required for Zhao. So next I want to check for May whether she also meet the timing. So total time, she spends only on jogging 8 kilometers and her speed is 9.5. So I divide by 9.5 and she jogged 2 times per week. So I just double check. 8 divided by 9.5, I times 2. This is about okay, I don't want to live in hours because it's not a nice number. I times 60. So it's about 101.5 minutes. Okay, this is about there. But you know jogging, we will change it to walking intensity, right? So I actually can times 2. So this is about 202.1 minutes. So do I meet my target? She just wanted recommended health benefits, which is at least 150 minutes will do. So this one also meet target because it's more than 150 minutes. So this one also meet. So both of them meet target. So this is my first check. Yes, the first statement he said that both meet target is true. Now I just need to check their calories. Make sure that Zhao is 50% more. So now I'm going to calculate Zhao's calories. So calories, how to calculate? For walking. Okay, for walking, every 30 minutes. Okay, every 30 minutes, she will burn 135 calories for every 30 minutes of walking at 5 kilometers per hour. So I will just calculate 135 calories. I will divide by 30 minutes to find out per minute I burn how much calories first. And then I multiply by the 144 I walk. Okay, this is for walking. So this is the amount of calories from walking. And then I also want to add it to the amount of calories for jogging. So her jogging is 8 kilometers. I mean his or her, I don't know. Okay, so it's 8 kilometers. So she burns 315 calories per 30 minutes. So I go and find 1 minute burn how much first. And then I times the amount of time she jogs. So you add up in total, not just that, for yoga, or he do a 45 minutes yoga for 2 times per week, so that's 90 minutes. And then in that 90 minutes, what did they say about yoga? 3 calories per kilometer, per kg of the body weight for every 1 hour. So I divide by 60, and then I times 3 calories per kg. His weight is 80 kg. So you add these 3 components. This one is for yoga. This one is for jogging. This one is for walking. And then you realize that his total calories burned is 1953. Okay? Same for May. May walk, don't have, only jog. So for the jogging part, because she jogs at 9.5 and her weight is 70, this one, she burns 345 calories per 30 minutes. So I go and find 1 minute first, and then multiply by the 101.05 minutes that she jogs. Okay, besides that, she also do a 30 minutes weight training 2 times per week. So I times 2, and then weight training is 4 calories per kilogram. So I times 4 calories times her weight of 70 kg. So this is the total. This is from weight training. This is from jogging. So May's calorie is 1442. So you check both of them. You just want to know if it's 50% more. So what you do is you can use 1953 divide by 1442 times 100%. It is actually 135% of May's calorie. Okay, this is Zhao is 135% of May's category. So he did not use more than 50%. So Zhao did not use more than 50% of, then what May does? Actually only 35%. Okay, only that extra 35%, not 50. So this is the extensive thing about PRWC. But if you spend a good time on it and gain full credit, this is a bonus for you. So don't give up on the question. All dying already. Single fraction, you need to make sure that both of them has the same factor. So when you combine it into 1, okay, plus 6x minus 9. When I see this, I give you your first mark. Okay, when I see this, I gave you your first mark. Some of you did extra. You go and multiply this by another x plus 2. Okay, and then you multiply this by another x plus 2. So you end up having a cubic equation at the bottom. Then scare yourself and then stop there. So at most you get 1 mark for doing this. Okay, where is the next step? If you can simplify your answer to this, 4x minus 6. You can, oh, he's not here? Where did he go? I thought that bag is, okay, then you check for him, can?
Can I check for her?
Okay. Okay. So, once you get this is your second mark. You simplify correctly, you get your second mark. This one is combined into 1. Into 1 fraction. Okay, last step. is that actually if you take out common factor 2, you have something else that you can cancel. So if you cancel out the last one, you get the answer mark. So many of you miss out this one. You got up to this point 2 marks. So the answer here should be this. Okay, question 2 is very easy for most of you. You all know it's Pythagoras theorem. So you get 13. So M1 here, A1 here. Some of you did your x square first. No. Some of you did your x square first, then you need your positive and negative value. So 13 or negative 13, then with a reject. Okay, but if you write like that, one solution is good enough. Okay, next one. This is H, this is A, this is O. So you have A and H, you will use cosine. So cosine of the angle X is 606 over 7. So when I see that you know cosine inverse is this, you get your first mark. So once I see this, you get method mark. Some of you pressed calculator wrongly, your final answer was different. Some of you never give me 1 dp, so minus 1. So angle, answer not exact, must give me 1 dp. You cannot give me 30. 30 is an exact value. You must give me 30.1, 30.0. So these are the marks. Just check first page. If I've shortchanged you, please let me know. Can, yeah. So next one, done ah. Okay, next one. They say AB is congruent to DFE. So this is DE. The side DE must match with AC. So it must be 4. So actually X is the same as 4. They purposely reverse the shape, and then you all fall into the trap. Okay? Next one. They say it's inversely proportional. T is inversely proportional to W. So the equation looks like this. But you need to solve for the K. So time is 15. W is 4. When you cross multiply, K is 15 times 4, which is 60. But you don't stop there. I want the equation, right? So you give me 60 divided by W. Okay, so this is the 1 mark. Next one, in exactly 8 days, you sub in T as 8. So 8 is 60 over W. You cross multiply. 8W is 60. W is 7.5. So you need to at least have 7.5 workers, right? So you can't employ 7.5 workers. You cannot employ only 7, not enough. You need at least 7.5. So the least number is 8. So I need to see this and then the answer this. Okay? So some of you are a bit wasteful. Instead of writing 60 over W, write 60 over 4. Okay? Then instead of give me 8, you give me 7. So you lose 1 mark here and there. It's You times 4 divide by 4, you divide by 8. You divide by 8, how you get 8?
I also don't know.
So by right, 8 days, right?
Yeah.
So this one become 8. Why you divide by 8? That's the thing that I don't understand. If not, I will have given you method. But you divide by 8, you don't get 8.
Okay, if I figure it out, will you give me mathematics?
No, you should give me a 7.5. But how do you get here? Even if you divide by 8, you should times 8 here. So here should be 8.
Oh.
So the number here didn't make sense. That's why
I
I
do on calculator, then I got 60 divided by 8, 7.5.
Yeah, so you should put 7.5. You cannot put. Then here times 8 should be 8. So these two numbers are wrong.
Oh my god, such a scam.
Okay, last one. This one, they ask you to explain. Okay, why this one is not direct proportion. So you should tell me. Okay, the format of the equation. Should be C equals to K of X for direct proportion. So this is the most direct way of explaining. Okay, so some of you say, oh, cannot be 20 plus 2.5x, but can be 20 times 2.5x. That one is fine because it's a K, right? So anything along this line of you telling me that it should be a multiply rather than a plus, then you get the first mark. Or some of you tell me that actually if you go and sketch it out for C equal to K of X, it must pass through origin. Okay, or you tell me the y-intercept must be 0. Then I would have given you the mark also. So either case, as long as your explanation tell me either one, you will have gotten the mark. Okay? Next one. Okay, question 4 is super easy. They say, when is your equation equal to 0? Only these 2 points. So I only need you to write negative 72 and 112. So that's the first answer. Next one. How to get y-intercept? This is y-intercept. So you need to sub x as 0. So put x as 0 into the equation. You will get answer as minus 8064. That's all. This question is super easy. Y'all think too much. This is my y-intercept. These two are my x-intercept. This is when y is 0. Okay, some of you wasted 2 marks on this page. The whole paper, actually only one question is tougher, which is question 5. The rest are all very direct. This one also very direct, but you all don't know what the question is asking. So what a waste. Okay, next one. This question, they tell you that the area of this triangle is 96. So I'm expecting to see half times base times height equals to 96. So when I see this statement, you get 1 mark. Next mark, what you do is you will expand this. Okay, 4x. Okay, and then you divide the half over. So this is 18192. So if you simplify, And then you bring everything to one side. Okay, so where is the second mark? Shh. The second mark is where you can factorize this correctly. Okay, final. Shh. Final answer is 8 and minus 20. So shown. Yes.
Can I get a mark? Like, because I put half x minus 4.
I already gave you 3.
Oh,
All 3 I give you.
but I only got like plus 2.
Because originally we decided to give this, but we don't give this. But after that we decided to, okay, just release this. So I give you the full 3 mark here. Here nothing. I already gave you the full 3. Okay, so listen Shh. This is the former correct method. The only one method that is correct. But some of you realize that you had a plus 2 or a plus 3. Because as a level we discuss and we say that, okay, this time round we will accept guess and check.
Yes.
Okay, but by right as a Sec 2 student, you shouldn't be using guess and check now already. You should be using this method. So those of you who did this, half times base times height, and then equals to 96, and then you put in your 8. So you check the left hand side is half times 16 times 12, and then you get 36, and then 96. That is correct. Then you say x must be 8. Actually, by right, at Sec 2 you shouldn't be doing this anymore. Okay, but this time round we gave full credit. We still mark you right. But for your end of year exam, if you do this again, we cannot give anymore. Yes.
So if I got 17, so that's supposed to be.
No, it was, I gave the 1 mark first, right? So I plus 2 here. So that's why in front plus 2. Okay? Can Next one. Shh. Area of ABE, the whole triangle. I already know this is 12. I need to know what is this. Okay? So what they tell me is that ECA is similar to ACB. So I redraw to help myself see clearer. So I already know this is 12. CE is 16. AC is 12. So I need to find this first. So if you show me the ratio, that means you show me that BC over 12 is 12 over 16. Then you get first method mark. Second mark is where you get your BC, which is 9 cm. Okay, this is the second mark. Last mark is telling me the whole answer. Half. This is your big triangle. This is 12. So this thing is 16. I just found this to be 9. So half times base times height, 150. So this is my answer. So these are your 3 marks. The ratio, the length, and the area. Yes.
Like, isn't it technically right?
No, if you divide by half, is 100. But it shouldn't be a times. You should divide by. Then you see divide. Here should also divide. Yeah. Yes.
Can I get mark figures?
Half times 12.
No, like I got 16.
16. Yeah, but it should be 96 though. But you already get full credit here.
Yeah, but like I want like 1 more mark.
Okay, half times 12 times 6. You only get this. You need the whole thing.
Oh, but like I found 16. Like TJ got 2
No,
marks.
TJ method is for this part. He gets 0 for this. So his one is here.
Oh, yeah, you
He
got 3
failed all
marks.
his work here for 3 marks here. Yeah,
Wait,
so
so I
his
can't
mark is
get-
for here. Yeah.
Miss, why cannot get
get at least one metal mark for this. You know I found this side.
No, this side no use for help finding the answer. Okay, next one. Shh. This one when you sub in V as 4. No, X as 15 and V as 4. You press calculator, you will get negative 2 over 15. Check. Some of you did it wrongly. Okay, next one. Actually, this one is super easy. Cross multiply. So you cross multiply, everything is here, right? Remember your spotlight is only on V. So everything that doesn't have V, shift over. So I will shift this over first. Then left with V minus 5. So I only want this thing. So I shift the 5 over. So this is one answer. This is one answer. So where's the mark? If you isolate the V, you get the mark, and then this is the answer mark. Some of you did an expansion. So meaning what you do is, at this step, you go and expand. Okay? Then you bring this over. And then you divide the YV, which is completely okay as well. So this is an alternative answer. Both are correct. It's either you expand first or you divide later, or you divide first, then later you shift over. Both are correct. Okay, both are correct. Okay, next one. This one tells me I have a square plot. 6 cm, 6 cm. So what is the actual length? So 1 cm on the map. This one is always cm. You should divide by 100,000. So actually it's a 2.5 kilometer. So to find 6 cm, I times 6. So I should get a 15 kilometer. So this is first answer. Next part. In order to move to an area scale, I need to see you squaring. So 1 cm square and 6.25 kilometers square. The moment I see you squaring, I give 1 mark first because you know how to change to area scale. Next is this one. What is the area of this plot? Is 6 times 6, 36 cm square. So you should multiply this by 36. So you will end up with 225 kilometers square. Or if you think of it as this one, the actual one is 15 kilometer and 15 kilometer, then it's 15 kilometers square. Also can. So no matter what, I need to see this. Okay, so all these we have done before. We have done before. Okay, so after this, right, next lesson onwards, we'll continue learning all the different shapes. Area, volume, perimeter. Okay, then you will go for your end of year exam. We are only left with all the measuration questions. Okay, last one. This one. How to find AC? You look at the right angle triangle here. H, A, and O. I want to find H, I have O. So use so. So what you do is cross multiply. So AC will just be 7 divided by sine 30. You press calculator, it will give you 14. So I need to see this to give you method mark. answer mark. Okay, last one. First thing I need to see is between the three sides of a triangle. This is 20, 16, and 14 that you just found. So pick the longer side, that is your hypotenuse. So AD square is 400. Then you go and find the sum of squares of the other two sides, which is 14 square plus 16 square. And then if you calculate, it's 452. So when you realize that they are not equal, you need to tell me they are not equal. So you need to say since AC square plus CD square is not equals to AD square. Since they are not equal, I need to see this to give you the method mark. Okay? So even if you never write according to the sides, but you give me this, right? These two are not equal. You say that they are not equal. I give you the method mark. Then by converse of Pythagoras theorem, I need to see this theorem to give you your second mark. Therefore, triangle ACD is not a right angle triangle. Okay? Yes.
For the answer, I don't know.
This corresponding side is supposed to be 14. Yeah, but you never quote me converse of Pythagoras theorem. You show me they are not equal, but you need to quote me the theorem for the second mark.
Wait, can I get the second one? Because I didn't write the since thing, but I.
But you never tell me they are not equal.
But I didn't have time.
I cannot see and say they are, yeah. So this one is the, yeah, but I will ask the setter if can give. Okay? I will try to ask.
So I never write converse in this story.
Okay.
And I already write it. Please, please, please. I just want to write the converse.
She's thinking.
What about the...
No other places. This one a bit difficult. So given that K is 20, there is a 2.5x. It was this that cost you. It was this. You
But
should have.
technically, right, even if I put this, it still doesn't.
No, this one tells me it's exact. Actually, it's not. So when you write like that, it tells me it's exact. Yeah, so you should have written this. Ah, that is the cost of it. So cannot lah. The whole level I mark like that.
You mark everyone's paper.
No, as in we mark according to that. The word first. But I will ask the center. Okay?
What does this mean?
It's not equals to 20. You must tell me they are not equal, ma. You never tell me they are not equal. By converse of Pythagoras theorem, okay, so I give you this, but you never tell me they are not
Wait,
equal.
just like method, you know, you should really want.
Like you show two different things, but you never draw connection.
Math is so
Okay, that's